Alright guys, hello. I'm making myself some chicken. Ba-ba-bum. But anyways, yeah. So basically what I did is I got myself black pepper, the lemon pepper at the very end, some salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika. And basically sprayed it up on there. Well, I put it in the bowl, that white bowl over there, and of course put a bunch of it and battered it all up. Then I put that piece of butter on it. The other butter's kind of melted because you can feel the heat radiating off of here through the exhaust, I guess through this thingy, through heat transfer, whatever, and put it on the aluminum pan. And after I did all of that, I sprayed it with some cooking oil and put some regular olive oil on top of it to make it soaked up. So it soaks it up and it keeps the stuff on there even when it stays on, and then I put lemon pepper on it after. I wish I had more butter to just make it everything like that so the butter seeps in, it gets soaked up through the chicken and becomes very, very tender. We're gonna be cooking it for an hour at 375 degrees preheat, and well, 375 degrees. So we're gonna go ahead and open this oven. 375 degrees, that's exactly how hot it is. And we're gonna go ahead and put it in there. Of course, it's very risky for me to do something like this. Should I put it on the bottom? Yeah, I should put it on the bottom. We're gonna put it on the bottom. The reason is, so when the heat rises, it just stays there and it gets the most amount of heat. So we're gonna put it there instead of the top. I don't know. All I know is that you're supposed to put it on the bottom. Pretty much it. So we're gonna close that real quick. We're gonna lock it so the heat doesn't really escape, I don't know if that happens, but we're just gonna start it. Hold up. So right now, that's a minute. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be like that, right? I did 6 hours. Supposed to be an hour. We'll do 1 hour and we'll come and check on it. Boom. Timer. Start. Right. And basically, it's baking. As you can see. We can even turn on the oven light. Ooh, it's so nice. I'm so sorry for this very dirty thingy, but as you guys can see, nice. It's cooking. That's pretty good. See it cooking right there. And it's got to cook like that for around an hour, it says. But, anyways, that's basically it. I'm going to wait for that to cook, and I'll take it out as soon as I'm done, and you guys can see the finished result. So it turns out, while I was watching my videos, some ghost prepared some nice biscuits with my chicken. Nice. So, of course, we're going to probably have to add like a minute extra of the time, but I put it in like 3 minutes ago. So, we're going to wait on that and take it out at 30. Alright, so now I got the vent fan going on. I got the biscuits out. Vent fan low. I can turn that off technically if I really want to. And I got my nice biscuits. So I can... I know, just this casual thing. But what I'm doing is I'm watching Smarter every day. And they're talking about the book of Acts when it comes down to the Christian faith, following Jesus Christ. And it's very interesting, and I'm hoping it leans towards him talking about how he has faith in Jesus Christ. And if that's the case, I would just love that very, very much. So far, I don't see any of the comments talking about it yet so far. It sounds like it's really talking about the personal self, as in the sense of a relationship. But I'm really wondering if they start talking about Jesus, and I would really like that to happen. As a 100% atheist, no reasonable doubts, I'm consistent. Reasonable? What do you mean reasonable? I'm constantly surprised at your ability to discuss your religion without it feeling like an attempt at a conversation. It's good to know how other people tick, and I don't feel excluded from your contact. Huh, that's good. Okay, never mind. Well, I'm going to be honest. The guy can't be atheist because, well, it's not that there's a lack of scientific proof, because it's pretty much easy to prove God. Just, it's the fact that he doesn't want to follow God. And it's due to the fact that because God said himself, he instilled within every person, himself, meaning everyone knows that God exists. To deny it is to be a fool. But from the scientific point of view, he makes no sense, literally. But continuing, I'm glad he was at least able to add a comment that showed sincerity towards the video, and that gave me some type of foreshadowing or some type of insight. That's nice. But anyways, yes, we will talk about in the future of my videos about how I gotta wash those dishes. That's gonna suck, and my coffee cup is in there. But we're gonna talk about those videos. The chicken's almost done. Funny. Sorry, that's more of a hint towards me and my skill. But basically, we will be talking about God. We will be trying to prove him, because we already have. There's no really way you can prove it. But here's the quote: "As the evidence for this is what we know from what the evidence states so far. And if it's unchangeable evidence, it will be like that indefinitely, forever. Hence, for instance, thermodynamics, closed or open system does not necessarily matter, negating for whichever side, in the sense of an absence of a creator being, such as part of time, space, matter, and time, space, and matter, which is the 3 parts of reality. Technically, it's 2 parts, because if you include space and time, it's really called the fabric of space-time, and of course, there's matter. But on top of that, the absence of the entire universe, including dark energy and dark matter, which actually feel entropy, but they do not have the exact pieces of entropy causing towards them. So as evidence so far as it is, I'm just paraphrasing what I would say in the next video, or any other future video if I'm talking about God, that God does exist due to the fact of me paraphrasing thermodynamics, as in the sense of a rotting apple. He exists in any sense, in any type of system. He always will exist, and it doesn't matter. Now, of course, this is quite evident, and then, of course, the only, I guess, rough connection would be connecting the God of which I just proved the universe that's intelligent as an intellectual being that exists outside the universe, connecting that towards Jesus Christ. That is the only part where it's risky, and that's where it all comes back down to Jesus Christ, because there is a God. That God could be anything. But when it comes down to what's on earth and what people claim to be, Jesus Christ, Yeshua, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, Isha, Bereshit, is the most credible historical figure. The most. And unless I'm wrong, and I would like to be corrected, and I'll see, and I'll actually like to hear some people's knowledge, but at the moment, I have not been able to see a worthy opponent due to the fact that this generation does the world's most folly type debates. Literally, arguing God's existence. You gotta be kidding me. Like, it's so easy. If you look at all the evidence, you'd be following God. And that's exactly what I did. I tried disproving it. But anyways, enough of that. We're gonna make that. We're waiting 24 minutes. Man, I talked for 3 minutes. That's crazy. But we got that running. We're gonna wait on it. I'm gonna watch this video for the next 24 minutes. And we'll take out the chicken, and we'll see how you guys do it. See you guys then. Bye. Yes! He's a believer! Okay, that's all I needed to know. Goodbye. Just kidding. I'm gonna watch the rest of the video.
You're out here. Relationships are different than maybe what they're actually looking for in relationships.
Oh. Okay, so
Does that make sense?
so sometimes I miss.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't
Okay,
be
so
deceived
sometimes I
by the
miss
heart.
Relational. So I miss relationally. Okay,
Oh.
I'm gonna have to think about
Oops.
that for.
I'm gonna
for a
say,
while, the rest of
but
my
at the
life.
same time, you have to always know that your heart will deceive you. That's how you truly know.
I
Because
would
it's
say
about-
that-
Dude,
Hold
just,
up.
Like,
Oop.
I might not be ready to publish this on the video.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, like, use the.
So basically, she's explaining the Johari window on. Basically, it's knowing yourself and an awareness to be able to expand into helping others in the sense of a relationship. But also, that relationship is a feedback loop which helps you know yourself a bit more. Like, for instance, let's say if I asked my friend, "Hey, what would you say what my blind spots are?" In the sense of what do you know about me that I don't know about myself? And this is in the sense that I don't follow Christ, right? Well, in that case, I would say, well, you may say, well, why would it not apply in the sense of following Christ? Because if I follow Christ truly, I would know that I'm a sinner. I would know that I'm evil and I need to turn from my ways. But once I'm following Christ, I would say, I know that I would be evil and I would be sinning. I know that by me following Christ, I would enter the kingdom of heaven. But that, Jeremiah, that's only what you know. What others will see is what God also tells me. He tells me in the future, because this is where he breaks time apart, is where he says time is equaling to the rate of change of things. Everything has a different rate of change, such as an apple rotting, the days passing by, that's a constant. There's exponential, and there's exponential increase or decay. Growth and decay, whatever. Or there's just a constant growing and decaying. But what I'm saying is, through God, you're able to know yourself fully, knowing the unknown about you, and knowing the known, and knowing what others see about you, because God even tells you. In the future, they will hate you. People don't want to follow the truth. So if you align yourself with God, and you know how they treat God, and you finally align yourself with God, you will know how they treat you also. Because you're trying your very best to know how to seek to be perfect, seek to be Christ-like, and seek to be godly. Not be God, seeking to be like his character, seeking to be like him, loving, kind, patient. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. But yeah, it's very interesting. And then Dustin here, he talks about wanting to expand it. He wants to talking about expanding in theory. That's why he draws some little orange lines. But basically, those orange lines are to expand it. The way he expands it is by asking others. But keeping in mind, these other people know of themselves, but not fully also, and they only know you, but not fully also. So they can't tell you completely. But God, who knows you fully, can tell you. So if you have a relationship with God completely, you will know yourself completely. And that's where my theory is going, and I'm hoping this video goes to it. Because he already claimed that he was a believer, and I'm glad, and that made me happy. Knowing that me and him are going to have a rocket off challenge in heaven. But basically, at the same time, I also have to keep in mind that my heart is deceitful, and so is his. And I don't know how much is a relationship he has with Christ when it comes down to his heart. That's what I have to keep in mind, because God tells me so. And that is where I am self-aware of myself, because I'm focusing on God. But when I don't focus on God, I don't know myself fully. And only through God, I will only know myself fully, and only through him, anything is possible. Such as me flying up into the sky and then preaching the gospel, like, hey! That'd be so cool. And then instant transmitting out of there. That'd be so cool. But yeah, it's very, very interesting, and I like it. Smarter every day. I'm gonna keep watching the video, and my chicken's almost done. It's at 9 minutes left. But yeah, we're gonna continue the video. And that makes sense. Because when you know yourself fully, and you're following God, and you're growing because of God, and you're growing into the spirit he makes you your spirit desire, which is to follow him, because it's now alive through and the Holy Spirit started to aid it. It makes sense on how people that read the Bible and actually try to follow God as much as possible, they have a lot of knowledge and they have a lot of wisdom, as long as that knowledge has reached their heart and they've been able to reflect that as wisdom. That makes sense, and why they can also feel very old. And I guess to boast a bit, I do kind of feel like I'm billions of years old, but to be honest, I feel like I just have a lot of wisdom amounting to around at least another lifetime. That's it. Not a billion years. Psh, that's a long time. Psh. Maybe a lifetime could be a billion years. Who knows? Well, that's interesting. Through God. And that's what I'm trying to learn. Trying to always keep my eyes on God, because this past few weeks, it's been very, very, very difficult to keep my eyes on him.
And last night, I had a very horrible nightmare where when I called on God and in my heart, I said, God, please save me. It was not like I told God, I even started rebuking this evil spirit. Guys, evil spirits do not look like demons. The way you see them depicted in movies, pictures. No. They're a spirit. You don't see them at all. That's why God had to give, who was it? Joseph? No, not Elijah. Who was it? He gave someone, Jacob, right? No, he gave someone the ability to see, I think it was Elijah, the ability to see into the spiritual realm, the world. And they could see demons and angels like biting and protecting others. And I don't know, I can't remember. But that dream, just feeling it, I could feel fear. And I woke up sweating. And I woke up, but it wasn't me actually waking up. It was just a dream still. I woke up right where I'm in this bed. I look up, pitch black. But it's not even pitch black. It's like, it was not even like pitch black. I could still see everything. But it was like just knowing where it was based off my senses of fight or flight. I could feel it. It is not some type of demon. I can tell you this for a fact. Demons is in the sense of what you imagine. It's like a big scary monster or like the one with red horns. Those are puppets. From what I've experienced and also what I've dreamt about. I'm hoping my eyes can give you a hint to something. Anyways, we're gonna continue watching the video. That just popped in my mind. But if I focus on God, it's very interesting. And I'm gonna also be open about this. Like, well, not right now. I'm gonna reveal that later on. Why? I like keeping secrets like a magician. But anyways, it's interesting. It's very interesting. It's nice. All right, guys, it's almost done. We're gonna grab our mitts. I don't have mitts. I wish I bought mitts. I wish they bought mitts, but I don't have mitts. So, this is what I got. Unless I do. Man, this is gonna suck. They don't got mitts. Yo. Well, I have this pizza box, and I'm gonna carry it with the pizza box, along with grabbing it with the spoon. Ow, freak, that's hot. Anyways, let's get started. We're gonna set up our little camera right here to show you how difficult it's gonna be for me to get this out. One, boop. Oh, okay. Anyways. I don't think I should have left it in there for an hour, guys. It's a bit charred. Yep, I know. Freak. It's kind of black and burnt. I don't like that. Stop it! Shh. Alright, so that's what I got. I should have probably cooked it a bit less, but it's all right. It was at 375. I don't know what the problem was. It was nicely cooked. Shh. Oh, there's. Okay, we're good. Should be off now. Oh. Yes. It's a pizza box. Whatever. Oh. Fun fact. Steel versus aluminum. Aluminum dissipates heat quite faster than almost any metal due to its very conductive surface and also very quick heat transfer. Cool science fact. Anyways, we're gonna get the chicken. We're gonna get a biscuit. I ate 3 before. We're gonna get one more chicken.
I seasoned it pretty freaking good. So I got 2. I just need 1 more drumstick. Ow! Oh yeah. 3 drumsticks. Man, it's good. Oh my gosh, I'm licking my fingers way too much. Boom! Anyways, now when that's done, I would like to get some coffee, but yeah, what the heck, I'll just get coffee. My mug, I just don't want to wash it, to be honest. I'm kind of lazy right now. But we're gonna make ourselves some coffee. Stop slipping. Great. I have no idea how long this coffee's been sitting here. It's not the coffee. It's that I ate too much seasoning. All right, got the coffee halfway. Shake this up. Put in some creamer. Put some sugar in. And then we're gonna pour it down the sink. Just kidding. We're gonna stir, yes, with the same spoon that we took out to take the pan out of the oven. Taste test, absolutely fabulous. And that's basically it. Right now we're gonna do a taste test. Oh my gosh, the skin just came off. I put a bit too much seasoning, to be honest. It's still good. It's still pretty good. Holy cow. But now it was all right. I should have honestly just not put that much seasoning. The seasoning kind of killed it for me. Well, that's pretty good for me. First time cooking drumstick chickens. Yes, that was my first time. And I did a pretty good job. Just I should have never put that much oil in the pan, to be honest. I should have put chicken broth, which I don't have. I'm so glad I didn't cook the pan like that, or that would have been super, super bad for this little pan right here. Anyways, bye-bye. I said goodbye. Why are you still not gone? Okay, just kidding.